Peace, what's good? How y'all doing? This is ZaZa Ali. Today is Thursday. I'm laughing at myself. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, 2020. I pray that this message reaches you all in the best of health, spirit, and mind. I am doing well. Wanted to drop something on you guys real quick. I'm promoting my class on Saturday and creating some of the stuff, the content, and something came up in my mind and in my spirit to share with you guys a message that we are going to cover in detail on Saturday, and also something that is relative to all of our lives, particularly anyone that is struggling with manifesting their desires or attracting the things into their life that they desire, and in particular those who don't even know what it is that they want in their lives. So real quick, I'm going to keep this video under 10 minutes, and I'm going to do a separate video about the law of assumption and post that one today as well. But real quick, thank you to everybody who has purchased my workbook, Change Your Mind from Lack to Abundance. The ebook, which people have already gotten a chance to kind of work through, is getting very good reviews, and I've gotten very good feedback. The physical copies will be shipped out next week. Those of you guys that purchase up to January 25th, I'm going to do a live Q&A probably next weekend, and I will send out emails to everyone who purchases up to January 25th, and then you guys can pick my brain. It'll be through my website, not through YouTube. But if you have purchased the ebook or the physical copy, we'll do a live Q&A, and you can ask me whatever you want to ask me, if it's something pertaining to the workbook or something else. But thank you so much from the bottom of my heart from all of you guys that have supported. Also, The Science of Self, Volume 1 workbook, dealing with mind, energy, consciousness, frequency, vibration, law of attraction, all the stuff that we hear people talk about. And a lot of us don't really understand what it means, particularly how it pertains to our lives. That is all in that workbook. And in The Science of Sex, Volume 1. I am super proud of these workbooks, and I'm already working on my fourth workbook, which is Keys to Womanhood. Keys to Womanhood, what every girl and young woman should know. Very excited about that. I am setting up my 2020, so I'm not stopping at go. I'm just pushing forward and getting the things out that I want to get out, so that I can actually manifest my desires and the things that I want to attract into my life, and the things that I have claimed already, and the things that I know for a fact are going to be trickling into my life over the course of this year. That is what we are going to talk about this Saturday: ways and methods and mechanisms in order to attract the life that you deserve. Or you desire, I should say. This is going to be a monthly class, once a month. So you can sign up for this class, and then you can keep signing up every month, or you can sign up for my private Alchemy Cipher group, and then you will have access to all of the classes, as well as my monthly newsletter, 2 guided meditations, group meditations, a yoga class, access to my private chat group, as well as some other dope stuff. So anyway, and I'll put the link in the description so you guys can get access to that. Or if you're watching on Instagram, you can just click the link in my bio. All right. So this idea of waiting for the other shoe to drop, this is something that I know a lot about, because of my upbringing, because growing up in a situation where I lived in different households, different family members, I found myself, as I grew into womanhood, walking on eggshells in my life, and really kind of, we say waiting for the other shoe to drop, meaning bracing for something negative to happen, bracing for someone to do you wrong. How they say never trust anybody, don't trust anybody. Well, if you don't trust anybody, then you're not trustworthy, right? So in the Change Your Mind from Lack to Abundance workbook, I talk about energy resonance, and how whatever you are feeling and thinking internally, and it's not just your thoughts. Your thoughts are one thing, but the emotion that come behind the thoughts is what actually activates and empowers the thought. That's why mind and heart synchronicity is the key to self-mastery, which we'll get into another time. But when you are expecting bad things to happen, when you are planning for the worst case scenario, when you have low expectations, whether it's in business, in relationships, in friendships, you can expect for that to gravitate towards your life, because that is your particular energy resonance. So when people say, make sure you have a plan B, no, why would I have a plan B? That means energetically I am providing a gateway to things not working out the way I want them to work out, and allowing for, the next best thing, so to speak. If you have a want, a desire, a need, I don't care how small it is, how big it is imperative for you every single day to nurture, to water, to think about, to feel, to imagine, to concentrate, to enliven, to invigorate, to be inspired by whatever it is that your life actually, your internal desires, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you desire, you have to water it, you have to nurture it. And I'm not just talking about physically working towards something. As spiritual beings, all of us being souls in these vehicles called bodies, we are more spiritual than we are physical. I know that is mind-boggling if you haven't really taken time to think through that process or to understand how that works. I talk about all that stuff in the workbooks, but just the greater aspect and part of you is a spiritual being. This is why so many people are suffering from depression and anxiety and stress, because they are living their lives according to physical ideologies, meaning grind, work hard, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, stay dedicated to, the company, the business, all things that are predominantly based on a physical aspect or a physical understanding, and they're totally neglecting themselves on a spiritual level. In the Change Your Mind workbook, I talk about the 4 aspects of ourselves, and I've been talking about this: mental, spiritual, emotional, and mental. So most of us are completely neglecting the mental, maybe not so much the mental, but the emotional and the spiritual aspect of ourselves. So if you find yourself constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop, bracing for bad things to happen, expecting people to do you wrong, expecting negative things to come into your existence, then you are writing prophecy for what is to come into your life. You are basically transcribing what type of relationship you're going to have. You are transcribing what type of job you are going to attract. You are transcribing what type of business or the outcome of business goals that you have. So it is very important every single day, from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed at night, to be mindful of how you are thinking and to be mindful of how you are feeling. That idea that we are not worthy, or that we don't deserve good things to happen in our lives, or that, this is the way it is, going with the flow of whatever the reality is, that is an old, outdated, mediocre way of thinking. We create our reality, whether we're doing it consciously, deliberately, or unconsciously. So when we talk about the law of attraction, I'm seeing a lot of people kind of misinterpreting what the law of attraction means, whether it's working for you or how to get it to work for you. No, the law of attraction is always working. It does not respect how good of a person you are, how bad of a person you are. It is not analyzing and separating us into different departments. It is focused on our energetic resonance, how we are thinking and feeling, and what, our dominant energy or vibration is at different points in our lives. So be mindful of your thoughts, and you can really kind of trace back and look at things that have happened in your life according to the people that you've attracted, to see where I was at that state of mind, in that particular state of mind, and why I attracted this situation, that friend, that relationship, that job, etc. It all starts and ends with you. It's not fair. It's not unfair. It just is what it is. Once you start to respect the spiritual laws and how the universe is governing itself, you understand that if you govern yourself with with that same temperament and with that same understanding, that you can literally attract what it is that you desire in your life, and even for the people that are a part of your life. at will. ZaZaali.com is my website. Much love, peace, and love.